Alright, hello. Welcome to Season 10, Episode 6, Autumn Woods. Did I change the title on here? I did. I did change the title on the overlay. I couldn't remember if I did or not. I'm at YouTube. Hey. Love me some YouTube. The only bad news about today is that we have to maybe cook today because we were using leftovers for like 2 or 3 days in a row. And then we got Osmos, and then that lasted as well. So it's like, well, shit. You tell me we gotta cook again today? Emil's cooking today. You know, actually, I don't think it was the most recent episode of Bake Off that we watched, but like 2 episodes ago, I think they actually had to make, coincidentally, rainbow bagels, just out of sheer coincidence, as one of the challenges. I think because making bagels is like low-key kind of tricky, but then they were like, okay, but if we put on this like, you know, put on this little spin on it, because it was like a spiraling rainbow throughout it. So I think they were like, oh, we're just making it rainbow like this for an extra bit of challenge to make it more difficult for them. Alright, happy Monado month. You always knew Mario was gay on Mondays. But yeah, that's why Peach can't find him on Mondays normally. You can't spell pride without the Monado? That's true. Very true. Yeah, it's the month of Monado, guys. Holy frick. Not taking credit for this month. Can I take your credit card then instead? This is everyone's month. Everyone asterisks. You finished Tainted Lilith and you moved on to Tainted Beth. That's right, we're on a nickname basis. Oh my god. You guys are so tight already. Need the pin number too? Fuck, you're right. I will need the pin number. Sub goal to get Monado's credit card pin number immediately. Tight, huh? Yeah. Just like you tightly squeezing in the traffic there, narrowly avoiding T-boning that 16-wheeler going by. You don't want your credit cards? Well, it's not my credit card, so I mean, it's not my problem, all right? You're a safe AF driver. We're not doing any risky shit. There are so many times because like to pull into like the Walmart plaza, for example, in my area, like the way you would normally come from is like you turn right and then the Walmart plaza is on the left. So it's like, you know, you gotta like make sure there's no oncoming traffic, and then any traffic that's pulling out of there, you gotta make sure like they're not trying to go when you're trying to go. And there are so many times when like I'm trying to pull in there and I'm like, oh, I could have fucking went, but now because I hesitate, I have to wait because now the car is too close for me to go. It's like just a little, you gotta be confident in it. Confident and safe. Anybody else when they're driving, like if you're parking in like a parking lot or just wherever, do you always back in to the parking spot? Or just position yourself in a way where you can just drive forward to get out? I remember like in my like driving school, I remember like my driving instructor teaching me like, yeah, you should, it's definitely way more hype, especially in like public parking lots, like in malls and shit, to like make it so you can just pull out forward when you're leaving. That's way more hype. And I'm like, yeah, it really is, honestly, just a lot more hype, being able to pull forward to get out. People that hesitate long enough to pull out late and have to slow down because that pissed me off. Like, bro, you could have just pulled out 4 seconds ago. Why did you go now? Yeah. Also, cats, 54 minutes of being a moderator. Damn, bruh. Actually, speaking of being a moderator, there's apparently a unban request that I have not looked at. You guys should look at it and tell me if it's hype or not. I know Cats immediately hears unban request and is like frothing at the mouth at it. Probably. You can't see it on mobile, so oh shit, send it in the exclusive chat. You almost never pull in the parking spots. You just pull in. Damn, no one here throws it back into parking spots. Come on, I know G throws it back into parking spots, right? Come on, G, you gotta be on the team, bro. Come on, you gotta be on the team, man. You know, man. I'll throw you back. Oh shit, Mario's like entrance quote. Like when he enters Dark World. I'll throw you back, King Bowser. Well, is he actually Gay Bowser for the month? Is that for real, for real? Cat's laughing, cackling. Oh, I don't even. Damn, that was a year ago. Over a year ago. Don't usually, but I'm a sexpert on parallel parking, dude. In the last like 10 years, I've probably parallel parked like 3 times, maybe, ever. I feel like parallel parking is such a, I don't know, it's just such a whatever thing to me. I just don't want to do it ever. Like I'm never even in a situation where I would have to parallel park is the thing. That's the other thing. Right, Prack? I hate it. I will never do it. You parallel parked with DoorDash a lot. I guess that I could see that making sense. For like, oh, pulling up next to this like restaurant so I can get in and out real quick. Just where Carl's like, yo, in and out. Backup cameras are low-key tasks for parallel parking. Dude, we have this, the car my dad has right now actually has a rear view camera on it. I guess it's nice that in the not shitty winter months where the roads are dirty constantly, you can actually see out of the camera. Because I feel like 90% of the time in the winter, the rear view camera would be like all just covered in like dirty snow, debris, and garbage. And it'd be all like nasty. And it's like, okay, I guess I can't see anything out of this thing. I don't like end up using it most of the time because I've just been so accustomed to not using one ever since ever. So I don't like try and like prioritize using it or anything. You parallel parked when you park by the lake. Jcog's place. Ooh, you know, Jcog probably owns a lake as a Twitch partner, I'd assume. Okay, and this is the Lake of Jordan. Wow. I saw a video a bit ago where some Karen that was blocking off a parking space and some guy wanted to park there, so he parked near the spot and the Karen started following him after he got out of the car. Then the car parked itself after he started walking away. He got one of them fancy cars. What the fuck? Self-parking car. It's like a Twitch partner car at that point. Dude, I think one of the most annoying things is people who like take up like 3 parking spots because they park so like an asshole. That's like one of like the top worst things. Easily one of the worst things. Oh my god, Jcog, I literally was just talking about, congrats on owning a lake, actually. I was just mentioning that. G was telling us about how you own a lake. Right, G? Right, G? That's Skittle. Hey. Happy coffee. Happy coffee month. Every month is coffee month for Skittle. Yeah, it's definite Jcog getting top 0% in the RNG. Number 18. Only getting beat out by Lazy Owl and some other people. Lazy Owl secretly on an alt account sniping Jcog's position on the RNG leaderboard. Or to pull him in for questioning whenever Owl's not erranding. Dude, it's crazy how like actually hype RNG is. For like how low effort it is, like you get like a good roll, you're through the roof. You're just through the roof. Does Morph? Yeah, Morph would own a lake. I think that's where he was at this weekend. He was picking out which lake he wants to own. So I usually parallel park when I'm at Jcog's place, but the park auto finish to park out by the lake. Feels good. Okay. Yeah, that's what he actually said. Yeah, that he was at Lopez's wedding. I was like, yo, open bar pausers, and then he said there was not, and he said he had a really awful time because of it, of course. No, he didn't say that. He did not say that, for the record. How's it going today, Jcog? Anything exciting happening today? You know, speaking of exciting things, I've never had one before, but one of our neighbors went to this like Asian grocery store and they brought us back some coconut buns, I think that's what they're called. And I've never had one before. But Skittle was like raving about them last night. Skittle was like, dude, these are so good. And I tried a piece. I'm like, what the fuck? Why does it taste like that? Crazy small world though, because like last year I was looking at that Asian grocery store and I was like considering getting like a delivery order from there because it's like 40 minutes away. So not the most like convenient to just casually like go to like all the time. And then my dad just mentioned like, oh yeah, that place. They're going to that place. I'm like, what the fuck? I was looking at that place like a year ago. And so now my dad wants to go there. So potentially checking out this Asian grocery store next weekend or some weekend. Potentially. Living in an area that has an Asian grocery store in town would go crazy. Would be a huge W. RNGeedle 907 178 white square common green square scale balanced white square up down arrow gap 1 white square kangaroo hopscotch plus 10 more 4000 comma 960 EP. Congratulations, G. Are you content with your role, would you say? The only tragic thing with RNGeedle, I swear they've been having like server issues or something over the past like 2 weeks, it feels like. Like when Skittle got us all on the train, it was just working just fine. And then like randomly, it likes to like log people out, at least like me and Skittle, it'll log us out pretty often. Or like we'll be logged in and then like it'll randomly log us out. And then when we do the roll, we'll be logged out, but then if you refresh, you'll be logged back in. So it's still counted. It's, I don't know, maybe there's getting a lot of traction, maybe like more than they like expected. Or we're like set up to handle, I don't know. Good though, just chilling in your room right now. Chilling is a, sorry. Chilling's a good thing. Also, did you send me that video? You have your audio playing through the car speakers and the icon is just your banner for some reason. Damn. That's kind of hype. Damn, it's like an album cover. Hello, Justin's car. Whoa, we're in the car. Holy frick. Here, I'm gonna just copy that video you sent me, Justin, into our DMs, and I'll watch it after Mario Paint. Just so I don't lose the video. Like when Arma lost the mouse. Right, Arma? Smile. Bruh. I got my mythic one and it said I was logged out and I was low-key freaked out, but then I refreshed or something and it counted for me. Dude, I think the very first time I did an RNGeedle roll, I got like a really good roll, and then like afterwards it was like, oh, you can like make an account to save it. I'm like, okay, I guess I can do that. But then like it didn't like actually save that roll, tragically. So then I did another roll and it was way shittier. And I was like, well, that happened. Rip my good roll. But then I got another good roll eventually, so it was okay in the end. Dude, I'm waiting for another less than 6-digit roll, because getting less than 6 digits is like so cool feeling. High key. But I don't like how they do it, where it's like, oh, if you're getting less than 6 digits, like you see immediately that it's like, oh, there's only 3 digits here. I wish how it did it was like let's say if you were getting a 4-digit number or something, if it just rolled the first 4 digits and then just stopped instead of like showing you in advance, because I think the surprise would be way more hype, personally. An owl, the person secretly sniping JCOG on RNGeedle. How's it going? I hope you have a good time looking at the $3,000 shoes today. Does that mean you didn't find the mouse, Arma? That's the real question. Is that what that means? Arma, say the line. The line. Just thinking about that Simpsons meme. Did I ever make one for Justin? Or did someone ever make one of those where it's like, oh, Justin, say the line, and it says, and it's just him saying gaming? I feel like someone made that during the whole gaming meme arc. Should I skip my workout? No. Ebo, I did a 30-minute bike ride at like midnight 30 last night / today, depending if how you feel like classifying it. So I wanted to bath, but I was like, I should do a bike ride or a treadmill. And Skill was like, I would never pick the treadmill over bike riding. Because Skittle hates the treadmill. Spoilers for anyone who didn't know that. Just getting groceries. Are you gonna get some Mio? Gonna set the wheel first. Huge. Are you gonna play Isaac on the wheel? Would definitely just switch it up every now and then. That's valid. That is very valid. Man, I'm getting thermally enhanced in here a little bit. Like my back is getting a little thermally enhanced. Not gonna lie. Just like Skittle, put on the AC real quick. Question mark. I don't know, it's like on the cusp. It's 23 Celsius. So it's like you could just not have the AC going, but it's also like you could also put on the AC and justify it. So I don't know. You're gonna play genital jousting? Oh. You're gonna play that game that Anna was playing. Dude, I saw that. I saw just like her, it said like Anna was playing that game, and I was like, this is like the most on-brand thing that Anna could be playing, I feel like. This is like such an Anna like game name, I feel like. Our AC never goes off in the summer, basically. Usually same-ish, but like it's been like in this arc of oops, it's randomly really cold this day. Like oops, it's getting below or close to freezing at night, so like we're not gonna have the air going overnight usually in those cases. Like not too long ago, it was like 15 Celsius probably. It's not summer yet, actually. Yeah, but it's basically summer, realistically. It's June. How the fuck is it June already? May didn't exist. Nothing happened in May. That's a lie. I saw Blue Bob. That's a lie. I saw Blue Bob. Which he left his Chinese food here. I wonder if he's still coming back for it. I should ask him if he's still coming back for it. I don't know. I mean, wait, what? So you don't drink Mio normally, only when I'm with you guys? I honestly don't normally have Mio outside of mixed drinks. That is like the same for me. It's very not common that I have Mio just casually at home if it's not a mixed drink. It is very good in mixed drinks though, can confirm that. Just ask Skittle. Let's see. Yeah, summer doesn't start like technically until like what, like the 21st of June, I think. Oh, Skittle said okay. Close my window. Opening the vent. Pausers. All right. The AC is going on. Nice vent, bro. Yeah, I just vented with the homies. Wait, what? I wonder what kind of renovating Katz is doing today. If she's using Saskatchewan pink in the bathroom right now. Yeah, you can vent real quick. Manad, bro. Yeah, it's me, Manado. Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know why Discord gave me a notification earlier for Prac changing his Discord status. Like, I've never seen a push notification for that. I was like, okay. Don't know why I'm getting a notification for this. Shout out to Yoshi the other night, not knowing my username came from a video game. It did that for me too. Damn, that's crazy. He did not know the origin of your username. An enlightening experience for Yoshi, probably. The Ebo is my power. What? Oh, I can already feel the AC going crazy right now, actually. Massive W. Insane W that I messaged Skittle saying, should we just put the air on low-key? Tree time. Dude, speaking of tree time, I meant to make a cold brew green tea overnight, but I forgot to set it up before I went to bed, so rip that one. Because I made a cold brew green tea with my new green tea like once, And I was like, damn, that's really satisfying, actually. Actually so satisfying. And like low key, it kind of smells like matcha. Even though like it isn't matcha, but I know like matcha is green tea. I know like that's the case. What's the most exciting thing you're gonna get from the grocery store today, Owl? That's the real question. Based on only Owl's previous message and an AC, most likely? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get a brand new air conditioning unit. My AC still works, so unfortunately no. Imagine not having 2 air conditionings. Oh joy. You've used the one twice. Has anybody else here used the one twice already? Curious. You don't want to feel like winter here? Insert that one Drake and Josh episode. Yeah, well, we like the cold in here. Insert it snowing. Dude, speaking of Drake and Josh, Justin was showing me like a few weeks ago that apparently there's an ad break going, and that apparently, I guess whoever owned the Drake and Josh house just like completely like demolished it and replaced it with like some just modern, just like new fangled looking house. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of sad that they just killed it completely. It's like kind of sad, honestly, 'cause that house was iconic. Like, I remember watching Drake and Josh as a kid and thinking, wow, their house is so awesome. Like, that shit looks so cool back in the day. And hell, it was still a nice house, honestly, for what it was. Like, easily, one of the most iconic parts for me was, like, in the kitchen, how they had, like, that little, like look-through hole where you could, like, be in the kitchen area and be like, oh, I'm looking through the living room. I was like, oh, that's so hype. And, like, yeah, the room for Drake and Josh's, like, bedroom, like, oh, that shit was crazy. Like, imagine having that kind of room as a kid. That shit would go insane. Absolutely bonkers room setup if you had a room that big. And like that could have been like some easy money, like Airbnb material. It's like, I'm pretty sure I remember hearing something that like at some point in time somebody bought the house from Home Alone from the first movie, and they like Giga like modernized it and everything, and it was just like it looked completely different. But then I think I heard apparently at some point in time, like after that, like someone else bought it or something and like renovated it to be like how it used to look. So they like unrenovated it, I guess, I think is what happened. I'm like, okay, dub, I guess. Pretty sure it's like the Breaking Bad house where the interior in the show is just a set, so it's not the same. I don't know. Sources, I wasn't there. Wait, what? Right, Justin? Who else is getting a new AC today, though? Real question. That's the real questions we need answers for. Not you? Why not? How come you're not getting a new AC installed? Like, imagine like, the fun of just installing an AC real quick with the boys. This brush is too thick. ACs are so expensive nowadays. I mean, I know Nintendo doesn't put their games on sale. Is Animal Crossing really still that expensive? For a game that has less features than the previous one? Or something like that? You do want to get an AC for the window in your office? Arma might get a window fan. Well, it sounds like you probably should also, Justin. Those like window ACs that I guess you would see in like, I always associate them with being in like apartments. Like, are those hype? Like, do they work well? I don't know if I've ever like been in a building that has one of those, low-key. They work great. You have a portable AC, it does the job. Which job does it do for you? Like, do you put it to work often in place of yourself? It cools the air. Oh, okay. How does it cool the air? Does it use like liquid nitrogen or something to cool the air for you? Yo, dope. Good morning. How's it going? Loki, I don't even know how ACs work. That's valid, honestly. That's totally valid. Right, G? When I was in high school, there were outdoor classrooms and these mobile home thingies that had a window AC. Oh yeah, we had those too in like elementary school and my high school. We called them portables. Yeah, the portables. I remember it was like in elementary school, it was like grade 4. Was it just grade 4? I think it was originally like grade 4, 5, and 6, I think, were maybe out in portables. And so when I was in grade 4, we were in a portable. But I remember they built like a new wing, as they called it, onto the school. And so when we got into grade 5, we were just in this like brand new section of the school, which was like, whoa, it's new, and that wasn't there before. And now it's still there. And then in high school, I had like a couple classes that were out in the portables. I wasn't out there too much. I remember I had math class out there. I remember having math out there, at least in grade 12. I remember having math class out there. I don't remember if it had the window AC or not. I don't recall if it did. Yeah, I don't know. It was so like cool. The portables that were so hype. Just because it was like different. The only thing that sucked was like if you had to go inside to like use the bathroom. That was like the only tragic thing of being out there. In like the winter, ugh, tragedy. I feel like this brown color is not vibing. Should I be using this one? Should we be using this one maybe? I think we're gonna use this one. Sex ed in the portable classroom, pausers. You were never the biggest fan of mine because they were always hot AF inside. See, the grade 4 one that I had, there was a raccoon Mario like cut out from Mario 3, I remember, up like on the back wall, up near the ceiling. There's just this cutout of raccoon Mario from Mario 3. And it's like, yo, that's fucking Mario, dude. That's hype. Man, was it a thing for y'all where like when you were starting the year, going into grade 2, like you would, like all the kids would be outside and then like the 2 teachers, they'd be like, okay, these are the kids that are in my class. Like I remember it was like, I don't think they were actually picking on the spot, but it felt like dodgeball almost. Where they're like, oh yeah, we want this kid in my class. I'm sure they had that already pre-set up though. I think that class was the class you watched Super Size Me for the first time. I've never seen Super Size Me. I've always just heard that that documentary, or whatever you want to label it as, is like very, very odd, apparently, and full of false information, apparently. I remember like it being a thing allegedly that like, oh, the whoever the dude was that was like doing the whole experiment in Super Size Me, that like he apparently lied about like drinking like alcohol the whole time. Like how they were saying like, yep, I don't know how you could have, like doctors on there being like, I don't know how you could have like had like gained these much problems from just like eating fast food for like a few weeks or whatever. So it's apparently a huge like, very, very false information. We met our teachers before the school year started, so we knew where to go. Yeah, I don't remember like how we knew where to go. They might have just given us like a letter or something, like being like, "Yep, go here." By the way, I forget. Sometimes I remember having friends that were teachers and it would happen, or their parents were teachers. I did not have any friends with a parent as a teacher. I wonder how that would feel. Like back in the day. Didn't take into account that the dude was an alcoholic. Yeah. Well, slash that he was like lying about it apparently. So I'm pretty sure that they asked him. It's like, oh yeah, like are you like drinking alcohol or anything? So I'm pretty sure the doctors outright like were saying like, oh yeah, like based on these results, it looks like you were someone who was like, you know, just an alcoholic. And but he was like, nope, I didn't drink any. It's like giga huge turbo lying about it. All right, fill brush. Is it gonna go past? Oh, stop. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that money right there. What was it filling then? Nothing? Okay. Have you been Breath of the Wilding still dope? Or did you finish that? Or have you been on break from that? Ask Anna, her mom was a teacher at her school? Damn. That means she must have gotten like special treatment. Smile. Like, okay, Anna, you can play Pokey Clicker while everyone else has to write an essay. She's like, oh, thanks, mom. I should just tag her and ask her that. Let's see. Anna. Wait, hold on. Where the fuck is she? She's gonna be like, what the fuck is this DM from Butter? She's gonna be so confused. Like, why the fuck I'm DMing her that? I go now, just got a banger Walmart order. Oh shit, 17 oranges for Steven. Let's go. You didn't finish 100%, finish the game and all the DLC, got most of everything. That was my experience with Breath of the Wild. Yeah, just basically finished everything. Did everything of relevance in that game. Like, yeah, did every shrine, did all like the DLC like shrine things to get the super cool motorcycle. Which is kind of funny that that's like still a thing that exists in Breath of the Wild, the fucking motorcycle. I really liked the that DLC pack though, where you get the bonus shrines for like each of the main areas, and then you get that final like I guess a Link dungeon. I guess if you want to call it that, or Divine Beast, whatever. I thought that area was pretty nice. That was pretty neat, not gonna lie. Oh, you know what I watched last night, Arma, because it appeared on my feed? The fucking Sega Game Gear commercial AVGN video. I'm like, oh, this is a good one. I haven't seen this one in a while. And then I watched it, I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. What a random What a random piece of content that exists out there. I wish. Yeah, how do you type out the noise that guy makes? You could not translate that into text. Hold on. Okay. Okay, when I look up the transcript for that episode, it just says, the businessman plays the Game Gear and giggles in a quiet, strange manner. I guess that's a pretty accurate description. Having an extra temple was cool. I think I remember that one being pretty neat. I definitely remember like a criticism I've seen, you know, aside from like Breath of the Wild not having traditional Zelda dungeons, is like how they all just like look the same in Breath of the Wild. I don't know about Tears of the Kingdom, if they remedied that at all, but how like, you know, they don't have like a distinct like visual style really from each other. Which I guess they're all meant to be like the divine beasts, so I guess they're like made with like the same tech or whatever. I guess, question mark, but like how, you know, other Zelda dungeons are pretty like recognizable from each other, for example. It'll be very interesting to see what we get for the next Zelda game. Next main Zelda game, whenever that happens. Which I'm pretty sure, I think I remember them, like, that they've already said that they, like, weren't gonna do, like, another Breath of the Wild type game, I think, question mark, is what I remember hearing people say. I mean, I don't know how they could do another one, like, 'cause they've already done, they've already done two. Anuma was saying that the open world style of Zelda would keep existing. Guess we'll have to see, though. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, I got a reply from Anna. I asked, did your mom let you play Poke Clicker while the other kids had to write an essay back in school? And she said, yeah, definitely. It's a definite. Feels okay, man. I'm getting pinged in Discord. I think it's for that rival server that I joined and never did anything in. Likely. Always busy. Always busy whenever they do the things. Oh, I should have put the, well, that's fine, actually, it's fine. I mean, I guess either way, whenever they make a new Zelda game, well, I guess it'll be on the Switch too. Like, I don't even own a Switch 2, so it's not like I would be able to play it anyways. Unless they make Ryujin's Switch 2 edition. And then I dump my legal copy of it that I paid for, of course. Then I could play it. There's a whole nother Breath of the Wild to play. I do have Breath of the Tears to play at some point. Have you played Everyone the Hollower yet? Or nah? Is that still waiting mode? Dude, I was holding on for that joke. Like, this is a banger joke. I was like, oh, this is easy money right here. Feels good. You have to finish Persona 3. Someone else I would and I shall. Which is valid, not starting a new project without finishing the previous one. Me saying that as an artist. Starting projects and not finishing them. But it's different in the context of fucking buying a game, you know. Insert everyone who has ever bought. It was like, oops, I'm gonna buy this game on Steam because it's on sale. Oops, I can't wait to play it. Oops, never plays it. I don't know. I think it's definitely. I don't know. It's just weird how common of a thing it is, I guess, for artists to be like, yep, I'm gonna start something and then maybe finish it. Just have multiple whips going at the same time. But I think also in that context, it's nice that it's like I can still like draw something and not have to think, oh, I need to finish this so I can post it online. I think making something like that for the sake of it to be posted online, I think, at least for me, can miss the point. Obviously, it feels really hype when you post something online and it's like, oh wow, look, it's getting a bajillion likes. That feels good. But if that's your only, like your only motivation for creating something, then I think, I don't know. At least for me, it's not ideal. That's not an ideal outcome if you're making it for the sake of numbers. Even though the number always feels nice. Especially with how dumb social media is. Like, you know, I've seen many drawings online where it's just something super like you know, it's like well done, but it's like very basic. Like you can tell they didn't spend like days and days and days and like weeks on it. Like they definitely was like, yep, this took like maybe an hour or two. But it's like, oops, this gets like a billion likes, and then oops, insert thing that took this person like, who knows, like you can tell they put a lot of effort into it, but it's like, oops, 6 likes. Like social media does not care about how much time you put into something at the end of the day. Like I've had that same thing too, or I've like posted a drawing, it's like, yep, I drew this in like an hour or something, and it's like, oops, ton of likes or whatever, and then oops. So I've had that experience too. High key. Making something to make something gives me more happy points, it's true. I'm so bad at glitch crown timing. I miss R key, red key, Pyromaniac, and C section, but I think one of the last runs I remember having glitch crown, I missed out on like a bunch of items that I wanted. Because you can't even like pause buffer anymore because they hate fun. They hate fun. Where's the mod that puts in pause buffering for glitch crown again? There probably is a mod, honestly, that puts it back in. Me spending a week making Tetris attack sounds forever ago. True, at Julian. That was a good reveal at, I think that was AGDQ 2020. That was a fucking banger reveal. I feel like I don't remember them, but like, I feel like I remember like this idea of you doing like more sound things, like just like making like your own custom sounds for Tetris Attack. I don't remember what they sound like though. Low key. I guess it's been a long time. Right, Prack? Oh, butter, I'm twerking right now. Let me some water. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'll do it. Well, maybe I will. We'll see. But those some of those bird pictures that you took the photos of, Arma, I was like, damn, I could paint some of these maybe. Could be fun. Could be a fun idea maybe to do that. It's been a long time since I've done that or anything. Especially the one, it was, I think it was the second last one, I think, in like the group that you posted, that there was, the colors was very like desaturated. So I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Interesting for me to look at the desaturated colors. The D whatever saturated colors. Speaking of D whatever saturated colors, we are almost done with this painting. Woohoo! Okay, now. That bird was just photogenic, apparently. Photogenic bird. Come on. Yes. POV, the button works when you click it. Insane W. I love when clicking a button leads to it doing the thing I expect it to do. Must depart here. Alright, enjoy the new AC unit. I hope it cools the house good. Enjoy the groceries though. This is emo. Huge fan. Damn, that's definitely Justin doing that. I can imagine Justin doing that. Okay, someone I could actually imagine doing that is fucking Germa. That's someone who I could actually imagine doing that, of all people. Am I done? Am I done with this one? Maybe. You know what? Oh, I actually do normally do? I usually do a little bit of this. To make it a little bit more, like, faded looking. Giving the water reflection a bit of a low taper fade, if you may. There we go. Makes it just look a little bit more, I don't know. A little bit more part of the scene, maybe, if you may. Something like that. Oh wait, hold on, I never put these in. Because I forgot I was doing, I wanted to do all the reflections in the water first, but I didn't go back and put these in. The water lines, if you may. There we go. There we go. Now it's cooking. I think we could probably just call it done there. I think I'm down to be done with this painting. I don't think I missed anything too crazy. I think we got everything in. Every element actually fit in pretty nice for once. I didn't miss out on having anything completely just absent. Let's go on. All right, bye YouTube. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.